Right now, you're probably feeling it. The grocery bill keeps climbing, rent feels heavier every month, gas doesn't stretch your paycheck like it used to, and your savings barely gets a chance to breathe. You're doing everything right, but somehow the money still disappears faster than it arrives. And if you or someone in your family depends on Social Security, retirement income, disability benefits, or fixed payments, that pressure hits even harder. This isn't just news. This is your life, your family, and your financial future. In just 3 weeks, a major Social Security rule change could quietly reshape how money moves into millions of American households. At the same time, January 2026 stimulus discussions are heating up in ways most people haven't heard yet. Here's the scary part. Many families won't realize what changed until after it impacts their payments, timing, or eligibility. And by then, it could be too late to react. So stay with me, because what you're about to hear could protect your wallet, your benefits, and your peace of mind. We're breaking it down simply, clearly, and honestly. No confusing jargon, no political noise, just what matters to you. And trust me, the most important detail is coming later. Wait for it. A quiet rule. Change is coming fast. Here's the main problem. Social Security rules don't always change loudly. Sometimes the biggest shifts happen quietly, buried in updates most people never read. And that's exactly what's happening right now. With only weeks left before implementation, administrative changes are scheduled to affect processing timelines, verification systems, and how benefit adjustments are handled moving into 2026. These aren't dramatic headline changes, but they directly affect how fast you receive money, how errors get corrected, and how eligibility reviews happen. For everyday families, that can mean slower payment corrections if something goes wrong, new verification steps that delay benefits, tighter review processes for eligibility updates, increased digital reporting requirements, potential payment timing disruptions. If your household depends on these monthly payments, even a small delay can ripple into rent payments, medical costs, groceries, and credit card balances. The bigger issue? Most Americans won't prepare because they simply don't know this is coming. That's why awareness matters now, not after the rule kicks in. This isn't panic, this is preparation. When systems change, those who understand early have the advantage. And that leads us to the real impact, how this could directly affect your day-to-day life, how this hits your family and budget. Let's talk about real-world impact. Not technical language, not paperwork talk, real life. Imagine expecting your payment on time to cover rent or medication, only to find a delay caused by a new verification rule. That's stress nobody needs. Even a few days late can trigger overdraft fees, late payment penalties, pharmacy delays, missed utility payments, credit score damage. And for fixed income households, there is no backup paycheck to cushion mistakes. Families caring for elderly parents, disabled relatives, or relying on survivor benefits could face additional paperwork and review requirements. That means more documentation, more waiting, and more anxiety, especially for people who already struggle with online systems or mobility challenges. Meanwhile, January 2026 stimulus discussions are creating emotional whiplash. Some headlines raise hope, while others create confusion. That emotional uncertainty affects financial planning decisions right now, not next year. When families don't know what income is reliable, they delay medical visits, skip maintenance, and avoid necessary purchases. That's the silent cost of uncertainty. But here's where it gets interesting, because buried inside these changes is something many people are missing. Wait for it. Timing is everything. Here's the twist most people aren't paying attention to. Timing. The rule change doesn't just affect future payments, it reshapes how adjustments, corrections, and reviews are processed starting almost immediately. That means any mistake after implementation could take longer to fix. New claim submissions may move slower. Appeals could face extended processing windows. Identity verification could require additional steps. Payment recalculations might lag behind cost changes. If you wait until something goes wrong, you're already behind. But here's the opportunity. Families who prepare now can reduce disruption later. Checking account details, verifying contact information, understanding your benefit category, and organizing documentation puts you ahead of the curve. And here's where stimulus updates come back into the picture. January 2026 discussions aren't finalized, but policy momentum is building quietly. Signals are forming. Early positioning matters if eligibility criteria tighten or reporting requirements shift. This is the moment where awareness becomes power. The families who stay informed move faster, stress less, and protect their financial stability. But what exactly is being discussed on the stimulus side? Let's break that down next. January 2026. Stimulus. What's actually being talked about? Despite the noise online, stimulus conversations are evolving in a more structured way than most people realize. Lawmakers and agencies are reviewing inflation pressure, household debt levels, and economic cooling signals. Key discussion themes include targeted relief instead of universal payments, income-based qualification thresholds, expanded child and senior protections, digital delivery systems modernization, fraud prevention safeguards. Nothing is finalized, but momentum is clearly building toward focused assistance rather than blanket checks. This matters because eligibility requirements could change quickly once proposals move forward. Documentation readiness, income verification accuracy, and benefit coordination will matter more than ever. For households receiving Social Security, SSDI, SSI, or survivor benefits, overlapping qualification rules could influence access to future relief programs. Translation: being organized today could directly affect your eligibility tomorrow. The biggest mistake families make is assuming they'll figure it out later. But later often comes with deadlines, system overloads, and long hold times. And that connects directly to the next risk many households underestimate: system congestion. System overload. Risk: when everyone rushes at once. Every time a rule change or stimulus update hits, the same thing happens. Millions of people rush the system at the same time. Call centers flood, websites slow down, processing backlogs explode. When that happens, hold times stretch into hours. Online portals crash. Claims processing slows dramatically. Errors increase due to volume pressure. Frustration skyrockets. If you act early, you avoid the crowd. If you wait, you become the crowd. That's why understanding what's changing before the deadline gives you a real advantage. You can confirm account accuracy, resolve small issues now, and avoid panic later. Think of it like airport security before a holiday weekend. Early arrivals breeze through. Late arrivals miss flights. Your benefits deserve the same level of preparation. But system pressure isn't the only challenge. Misinformation is spreading faster than ever, and that's dangerous. Let's talk about how bad information can cost you real money. Misinformation trap. Don't let clickbait hurt your wallet. Social media thrives on shocking headlines. But not all information protects your financial health. Many viral posts exaggerate stimulus promises, misinterpret policy drafts, or spread outdated rules. That creates two dangerous behaviors: false hope. Families budget for money that never arrives. False fear. People make rushed financial decisions based on incorrect information. Both scenarios hurt your wallet. That's why you should focus on consistent, factual updates rather than emotional clickbait alone. Understanding trends matters more than chasing rumors. The truth is, real policy moves slowly, but signals appear early for those paying attention. Committee discussions, agency preparations, and administrative upgrades tell a story before headlines do. Staying informed doesn't mean reacting emotionally. It means staying strategically aware. That's exactly what you're doing right now by watching this video. And coming up next, how to personally prepare in a simple, practical way. Simple preparation steps you can take right now. Let's turn awareness into action. Here's what you can do immediately to protect your benefits and reduce stress. Start with these basics. Verify your mailing address and banking information. Confirm your online account access works properly. Organize recent benefit statements and documents. Track your payment schedule carefully. Save screenshots or confirmations when updating info. These small steps can prevent massive headaches later. Next, review your household budget with a buffer mindset. Don't assume new money until confirmed. Keep emergency reserves intact if possible. If you care for a parent or dependent receiving benefits, help them verify their information as well. Many seniors struggle with digital updates. Preparation isn't panic, it's empowerment. And now, here comes another important layer many people overlook: how timing impacts cash flow psychology. The psychology of timing and financial stress uncertainty hits harder than bad news sometimes. When you don't know exactly when money is coming, stress compounds. Late payments trigger anxiety, poor financial decisions, overuse of credit, emotional exhaustion, family tension. Predictability is emotional stability for households. That's why system changes that affect timing deserve serious attention, even if dollar amounts don't change immediately. Families who understand their income flow feel more confident planning groceries, medical appointments, and essential purchases. And when stimulus rumors swirl, emotional spending mistakes often follow. The goal is not to chase hope. The goal is to stay grounded, informed, and prepared. Which brings us to the bigger picture, where this trend may lead. The bigger economic direction behind these changes. These changes aren't random. They reflect broader economic pressure. Rising debt levels, aging population trends, digital modernization, and fraud prevention are reshaping benefit systems nationwide. Agencies want faster automation, stronger identity verification, reduced error rates, better data coordination, improved accountability. That means more structure, but also more responsibility for recipients to keep information accurate and updated. The system is becoming more efficient, but less forgiving of mistakes. For families who stay proactive, this transition can be smooth. For those who ignore updates, frustration grows quickly. Understanding this shift allows you to adjust expectations and behavior accordingly. And now, the moment many of you have been waiting for: what this all means moving into January 2026 specifically. What January 2026 could realistically look like. January 2026 may bring a mix of stabilization and targeted relief, not dramatic overnight windfalls. Potential scenarios include adjusted benefit processing workflows, targeted stimulus eligibility expansions, enhanced fraud protection layers, streamlined digital communications, improved payment traceability. The real opportunity is consistency and clarity, not hype. Families who remain informed will navigate changes smoothly and capitalize on any relief programs that emerge. Those who wait for viral headlines may miss critical preparation windows. And that's why staying connected to updates matters more than ever. Which brings us to the final stretch: your role in staying financially protected. Your personal financial defense plan. Think of this as your financial seatbelt. You hope you never need it, but it protects you when things shift. Your defense plan includes staying informed weekly, verifying benefit data quarterly, keeping emergency savings intact, avoiding rumor-based budgeting, supporting family members digitally. Consistency beats panic every time. This mindset keeps your household steady even during system transitions. And remember, small preparation steps today prevent big problems tomorrow. But there's one more powerful reminder you need to hear before we close: the countdown. Why these 3 weeks matter. 3 weeks isn't a lot of time, especially when systems shift. Every day that passes reduces your buffer for preparation. If you wait until after implementation, backlogs may already exist, support lines may be overwhelmed, corrections may take longer, stress levels increase. Right now is the calm before the wave. Use it wisely. And now, let's bring everything together. Mini recap before the final push. Let's recap quickly. A Social Security rule change is coming soon. Timing and processing could shift. January 2026 stimulus discussions are evolving. Preparation protects your wallet. Misinformation creates unnecessary risk. Early action reduces stress. You are now ahead of most people simply by watching this, and that puts you in control. Now, the final message. Your money supports your family, your health, your stability, and your dignity. Staying informed isn't optional anymore. It's protection. These changes aren't meant to scare you. They're meant to prepare you. When you understand what's coming, you move with confidence instead of fear. The families who win financially aren't lucky. They're informed. If this video helped you understand what's happening and what to watch for, make sure you like this video so more families stay informed. Subscribe for ongoing updates that protect your wallet. Turn on notifications so you never miss critical changes. Share this with someone who depends on Social Security. Your future deserves attention, preparation, and smart information, and we'll keep bringing it to you every step of the way.